Greetings, blessings, Karen Lee from the Love Walk Ministries. Shalom. Just had another message that the Lord wanted me to share with you guys this morning that He brought back into my remembrance. A few months ago, I had a dear friend in my living room, and she was explaining how, as she was teaching the young children about being able to hear the voice of the Father, she was explaining some of the children were sitting nearby right at her feet, and because they were small children, some of them were up moving around and some of them were wandering all over the classroom. And no matter where the children were in the classroom, they were all able to still hear her voice. Now, the further that we get away from the voice of the Father, the harder it is to hear. But the message is that all of His children are able to hear His voice no matter where we are, no matter how far we've strayed. But the nugget of wisdom is that she had something inside her pocket that she took out, and she had it cradled in her hand. And what I was seeing in the spirit realm as she was telling this story was I was seeing this little gemstone in her hand, this treasure. And that the only way that the children, especially the ones out wandering in the wilderness, the only way that they would be able to truly perceive the treasure in her hand was if they came close. And the Lord He is this tremendous treasure and an unending treasure trove of blessing and goodness and just never-ending supply for His children. And no matter where we wander and how far away we go from Him, we can still hear His voice. But the closer we come to Him, the more clarity with which we hear. And if we draw all the way near, close enough to abide, then we're able to come close. And as she held out her hand that had this little treasure in it, the children could come close enough to perceive, to be able to see what she had in her hand and to behold the treasure. And it's so much like that with the Lord, that if we come close to Him, if we abide, then we begin to unwrap the treasure that is in Him. We begin to have the veil removed from our natural eyes, and we begin to see things with our spiritual eyes, the treasure which is Him and is available to us, that we're not able to perceive when we're not able to perceive when we're not close to Him. We can only see it when we get really up close and personal. And that's part of what that intimacy looks like, is getting close enough to hear with clarity, to see with precision, and to really begin to unwrap the treasure that's been there the whole time waiting for us to have it revealed to us. But many of us running around in the world and going in our own way, and we're too busy and there's too much noise and we don't settle down and sit still with Him. We miss the blessing, we miss the treasure trove that He has waiting for us. And we never step into the inheritance that's been ours in Him all along, because we don't even know that it's available and we don't know how to access it. And these are only things that come to us through intimacy and spending time with Him, as He begins to unlock these secret hidden mysteries and these things of higher realm perspective. So I just want to encourage and invite each and every one of you, every single one of you that are believers in Jesus, you have an inheritance that is unimaginable. And you don't have to wait until you die to access it, because it's ours now. It's ours here. It's available to us now as we sit with Him. We get keys to unlock. And it is a tremendous, tremendous place like nothing other to sit in the presence of the Lord and commune with Him. As we speak to Him, as we minister our words of love and worship to Him, and then we sit quiet and we listen all of the things that He wants to share with us. So I would encourage each one of you, as I'm wrapping this up, to take a moment and sit with the Lord and just start with asking Him this one question. Lord, what is it that you want to speak to me right now in this moment? Let Him know you're listening and you want to know what it is that He has to say to you. I think all of you will be touched and profoundly moved as you hear what those words are. We love you. We bless you. God bless you, and we'll talk soon.